Hi, I'm Carl Wolfgang Schultz from WOLVOFFICIAL.com, and this is exciting because today we're going to be talking about sales training, and this will be lesson number 1. So the reason I'm the reason I'm starting this is because I have a big passion for sales, and I want to better educate myself on selling things, and I understand the importance of selling things and what it can do for you. And so I came up with this idea that I'm going to make a video, and in the video I'm going to talk about everything I know about sales. I don't really want to just go and research a whole bunch of stuff and then regurgitate what other people are saying, or promote what other people are saying, because I just want to tell you what I've done with and how it's applied in my life. Sales is a very interesting thing, so I decided that I was going to make a playlist for on YouTube about sales and selling, just lesson 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and so on and so forth on sales training. And you'll get to learn, I guess, how I do things and what works for me. So what I did is I came up with a list of questions and that I thought would be a good idea to talk about. And so I guess we'll just kind of get started. This isn't going to be very long at all. It's going to be maybe 10 minutes at most. So we'll go through the questions that I think are important. So the first one is, what is sales to me? So sales to me is just having a product that or a service that you want somebody to purchase because you believe that it's going to create value for them and that it's going to benefit them, and it's just an exchange of a product and for money. So that's kind of how I see it. When I was younger, I did a lot of selling. I did more selling in my early years than I've ever done now. Example being, I used to do the jump rope for heart, and in jump rope for heart, it was a foundation, I think, that was selling. We had a catalog that I would go door to door. Yeah, I would go door to door to people's houses, and I would knock on their doors, and they would open it, and I would look at them, and they would look at me, and I would say, "Hi, I'm so-and-so. I'm here for the jump rope for heart, and I wanted to know if you'd be interested in some of these catalogs." And that was kind of the whole thing. Looking back at it now, it's pretty exciting and I can't believe I did that. But I think that might be why I'm outgoing today, because I don't know if it was mandatory that we did that, but it taught me a lot about selling. And so ever since then, I've just been learning different ways to sell, directly and indirectly, and it's just been a journey. I never really stayed consistent, I don't think, with one particular company or foundation or anything like that. I just did a lot of experimentation between different companies and learn what I like and what I don't like about selling. And I always try to put myself in the consumer's point of view, or the person that I'm selling to, and try to think what do they like, and what's a turn on, what's a turn off, what they don't find nice, I guess you could say, what is offensive, or we're eating right now, don't come knocking on my door. So I found what I like and what I don't like. And I will say that I still believe on one-to-one, face to face. I still believe that that's important in building rapport in relationships and stuff like that, because you can't really do that online. You can, but it's a little bit different. If you can actually see people face to face, then it's a lot different. So that's what sales is to me. The second question, I have 5 questions. Second question is how to overcome the fear of selling. So when you're selling, okay, let's go back a little bit. So still same question, but before you even sell, usually you're required by your company or something like that, or whatever you're trying to do, you're trying to sell something for your own business, there, to overcome the fear of it, you just need to do it. That's what I'm trying to say. You just got to do it. There is no right way. Sometimes the only way that you can learn is by them closing the door on your face. And, you got to get that fire burning underneath you, and it's got to give you, some drive, and it's got to question you, in your belief system, and just really just see if you got what it takes to fear rejection and stuff like that. And once you get over that, through multiple times of just trying to sell things and stuff like that, you realize that people are people, and that they're just like you and me, and they need, you got to build up to things. Like, you can't just drop the ball on people, you got to build up to things. And sometimes you only have a certain amount of time, and that you need to, you got to do it right. You got to say it in a good way so that they can find your product interesting. So you just got to do it. There's, researching as much as you can, try to get some leeway, but you can only do so much. You just got to do it at some point. The next one is, where do I learn to sell? So I get everything that I need to know from doing it, but also, and failing or winning or succeeding, or however you want to look at it. But I also do a lot of research. Like, I try to figure out, because there's other people that are really good at doing things better than me, and there always will be somebody better. So why not try to learn as much as you can about other people and how they're doing things? Not necessarily learning from them and doing what they're doing, but just kind of seeing what they're doing, and then add your spin off to it. You never want to copy somebody. So what I do is I just research. That's how I learn. The next one is, should I work for a sales company? I think that you should. I think you should. I think you should see how they're doing it. But if you aren't getting what they're teaching you, I think you should go to a different company, because there's a lot of different ones. And I don't think I've ever actually worked for a sales company. Oh yeah, I have. I worked for a network marketing company one time. I won't tell you who the name is, just because I don't think it's that important to mention in this video. But it's independent consulting. So I was there, and I had to learn how to go to people's houses and put on a show and sell. But it was a product that wasn't for me. I felt like it didn't fit my passion and stuff like that. So you got to make sure that whatever sales company you're going to, that it fits your lifestyle. Let's go on to the next question. Try to keep this under 10 minutes. So, actually, this is the last question. What can learning sales do for me? Learning to sell and what it can do for you. Learning to sell will benefit you in so many ways. I want to tell you real quick that when you work for, if you're a salesperson for a company, you take you take a lot of commissions. Meaning you don't always work for salary, but your commissions could be huge depending on how much you can sell. It's a variable ratio where it's very important, and it's beneficial. Your commissions could be big. It all depends on how you want to work. And so companies value that, and they hire salespeople. You don't always have to be a salesperson for one company. You could be your own salesperson. You know what I mean? You are your own. And you could be an employee for a sales company, but you could also be selling your own products too. So sales, if you look at it like it's a pyramid, at the top, it's you're taking profit right off the top. The product that you're selling to somebody, you're getting a piece of that. You know what I mean? So it's huge. And so that's what I feel about that. And sales can teach you a lot about the rejection thing, and it will just help you so much more down the line, because you're going to realize how important sales is to personal life, how it can impact your professional life. And that's how I feel about sales. I feel like it is great for anybody looking to better themselves and learn a lot about business, and be successful. So that's it for sales training number 1. And I can't wait to see you guys on number 2. So I'll talk to you soon, and try to go out there and dabble a little bit and see what you can do and learn from your mistakes. All right. I'll talk to you on the next one. Bye.